Hey guys, I'm back with another video. We're in my kitchen right now. I just thought the lighting looked nice right now, and we're gonna try to go outside again. We're gonna attempt it. Okay guys, so today's video is all about why it's important to be obsessed with your own energy. But I'm freezing. Springtime is so all over the place. So unfortunately, I think we will go back inside. Eventually, we'll be able to make nice videos outside once it gets warmer, but your girl is cold. So let's go back inside and get to the video. I really wanted to make a video outside on the terrace, but we gotta wait. So what do I mean by being obsessed with your own energy? Now, listen guys, when I say obsessed with your own energy, I don't want you guys to be like, oh, being obsessed with yourself, like conceited, like all you care about is yourself. No. This is about knowing your self-worth and how you should feel every day about your entire just aura and vibe and energy. You need to pour love into yourself and be obsessed with yourself if you want to keep leveling up and see your life reflect exactly what you imagine for yourself and envision for yourself with your dreams. Now, guys, I'm speaking from experience because I used to be a really big people pleaser, and I really thought that my self-worth depended on everyone liking me and being friends with literally every single person and everyone thinking I was like the sweetest person on earth and this little ball of sunshine, blah, 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 blah. I am a very sweet person, but I didn't have that sort of like insane love for myself and who I am for a very long time. And what I mean by obsessed with your own energy is you no longer feel like you need to have situations or interactions with other people or certain things happening to you in your life to validate how freaking awesome you feel just being alone in your own energy as you. Now, having connections and relationships is super healthy and super important. I'm not saying like, don't talk to anybody, isolate yourself, don't like hang out with friends or date anyone or stuff like that. But it actually makes you forget that pouring love into yourself is first and foremost all you should be doing every single day, regardless of what your friendships and relationships look like or what you're seeing manifest in reality for you. Now, I'm going to give a few personal examples just to explain how I've learned to do this. I used to be in a lot of relationships where I was kind of obsessed with the validation that I got through being in those relationships. I did not enjoy being me and being with myself, just chilling and enjoying the experience of being me, because I really became kind of like addicted to this idea that I needed somebody else to kind of give me all that love. Now, to be obsessed with yourself, you have to every day put yourself first and say, I love myself, I love me. Me, what do you need? What do you want? What can I do for you today to make you feel good, to make you feel amazing? What outfit should we wear? What meal should we have? What should we do? What lights us up? Check in with yourself, literally date yourself. And I know that sounds cliche, like date yourself, blah, blah, blah. But guys, seriously, the more obsessed with yourself and your energy that you are, the more amazing, magical things are going to happen for you, because the universe picks up on that. So I'm going to share a personal story from the other day. I basically was kind of feeling a little lonely, like I live in my own studio now, and sometimes I'm like, wow, I'm all by myself. And I was kind of like feeling like I wanted to push myself to go out somewhere in public and just sit for a little bit, just to be out, just to be around people. But I was so freaking tired, guys. I was so tired, and every part of my body was like, no, just stay in, stay in, stay in. But something in me was craving just being around people. And I stopped and I asked myself, I said, I am so physically tired. I just need to rest. I need to just take care of my body right now. What am I obsessing over? Like, I don't even really want to go out by myself. I don't. Like, when I really thought about it, I was like, that's not what I want. So why am I craving that? It was because the idea of, being alone, being with your own energy, I was viewing that as something sad in the moment. So I thought going to just sit somewhere, like at a restaurant or something, which is totally fine. Like, take yourself on a date. That's cute, I thought that would make me feel better, but I only thought that because I was viewing the fact that I was going to spend a night alone as something sad. It is not sad to be alone in your own energy. In fact, it's really, really beautiful. So remember, You need to pour love into yourself every single day. It is not dependent on who texts you or if you're dating someone or not, or how many friends you have, or even, you know, likes on social media, stuff like that. All of those things are separate from you, right? The most important thing that you need to put loving, positive, powerful, empowering energy into is your vessel, your experience, your mind, your thoughts, your choices. That should be number one, not everything outside of you. When you're obsessing over things outside of you and not giving yourself that love first and foremost, you are going to feel like you are empty if things out of your control are not happening for you. That's why if, you know, you're someone, and I've gone through this, guys. I used to be like this. I used to be like, oh my God, this person isn't texting me, so they probably hate me. Or like, how come no one texts me anymore? I must be like such a undesirable, horrible person. I must have no friends. Oh my God, I'm such like a sad, like, you know, I would just like pity myself, guys. I would pity myself if I didn't see all these things that I wanted to see. But here's the thing. Even during times in my life when I felt abundant and I, you know, was in a relationship or I had like a lot of friends in my life, stuff like that, if I was still feeding myself negative thoughts every day, none of those things even made a difference. It literally didn't even make a difference how many friends I had or if I was with someone romantically or not. If at the end of the day, when I was alone in my own mind or by myself, I was like, I hate being alone, I hate being by myself, I'm gonna obsess over what my friends are doing or what's going on over here because I just can't stand sitting in my own energy. Guys, when you learn how to be in your own energy, you become so much more productive. You start to achieve your dreams. I am finally on a schedule of putting out 3 YouTube videos a week, no matter what, because I am making myself and my dreams a priority. So please know, being obsessed with yourself is such a good thing. And I'm gonna add another final point. It has to do with how you carry yourself as well. Think about someone you admire, okay? Maybe it's like a famous person or whatever, or maybe you have a friend or someone close to you that you really look up to and you're like, wow, they're killing it, they're doing amazing, like, how do they do it? I wish I could be like them. First of all, we should never compare in that way, very unhealthy, but observe this person. Think about this person right now. Who is this? Who's like, you know, an influencer or a celebrity or even someone you know that you admire. And you're like, man, I wish I could be like that. You can, right now, literally right now. Literally wake up and be like, I'm amazing. I love myself. I'm gonna make myself look awesome. I'm gonna do something healthy for my body. I'm gonna do a quick workout or a meditation or whatever. I'm gonna eat something good for me that I enjoy. I'm gonna surround myself with nice aesthetics. Maybe I'll go buy myself something from the store. I just got my paycheck. Let me get something cute for my house or whatever. I'm gonna enjoy the sunset today. Treat yourself like you are number one. Like you are that celebrity. You are that person. You are that person that deserves to feel beautiful and lovely and surrounded by beautiful things every moment of your life because you're the star. You're the star of your freaking story. So you better date yourself and obsess over yourself and fangirl over yourself, whatever, fanboy over yourself, like you are that amazing, successful person, because that's when you literally morph into that person and everything around you changes. So I hope that this kind of cleared up what it means to be obsessed with yourself. I have struggled with this for a long time, guys. I always felt like I could not step in to this confident, kind of like confident queen energy because I was afraid. I was afraid. I am a self-love advocate. That's true. I'm a healer. When I started this channel, all I did were reiki healings. That was like what the channel was about. But I've changed over time, and it was really scary for me to be like, Kelly, like, you know you want to step into this queen energy and embrace it now, and maybe that's going to be a little different. But it took me a long time to get there because I felt like being obsessed with myself was something bad. I felt like it was like too much. Like, no, that's like people like that, people that strut around and hold their head high, like, oh my God, like, who do they think they are? I used to think that about people like that. I used to be like, no, you have to be so humble that you just have to give and give and give and be really sweet and be really like, you know, eventually everything will work out for me. I'll just keep dreaming and wishing and just like doing good, like just sending good energies. And eventually like I'll become that confident person. No, That mindset does not turn you into that person. You know what that mindset does? It keeps you dreaming that you're going to be that person forever. You have to actually make the choice to be like, no, I'm this person now. That's it. I'm this person now, and you know what? I deserve to be it. And it doesn't make you selfish. It doesn't mean you've changed or you're like conceited or whatever. No, you're just literally choosing to become that person, because you don't need this like green light. You don't need this like you don't need to be like, okay, I've reached this point, so now I could start actually being confident and like walking around confidently and just like sitting in this energy because I did X, Y, and Z, and I've waited so long for it, and I've just given so much of my energy out, so now I could start living like this. No, you could do it right now. And in fact, you deserve to do it right now. So be obsessed with yourself. Be, unapologetic about it. Be unashamed. Be obsessed with yourself with no shame. And if anyone is bothered by that, it doesn't matter. It literally doesn't matter, because the people that love the empowered you are going to find you, and they're meant to be in your life, okay? And if anyone's freaked out by it, maybe they're not meant to be. So I really hope that made sense. This is mindset shift work I've been doing for the past like 2 years or so, and it's really changed my life. So I just want to share what I know with you guys, and I love you so much, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.